You know, we all have this amazing masterpiece hidden inside of us. A dream we want to chase, or a life we really want to build. But there's this quiet, invisible killer that turns those dreams into nothing but dust. And its name is tomorrow. Take a look at Ethan. This guy was born with a rare gift. He could literally paint emotions. Everyone told him he'd be the next big thing, a legendary artist. And honestly, Ethan believed them. He spent hours just sitting around, dreaming about fame, wealth, and huge art shows. But Ethan had a dark side, laziness. Every single morning his alarm would go off, and he'd just hit snooze and whisper, "Just 10 more minutes." Whenever he actually picked up a brush, a voice inside would say, you can do it tomorrow. Today, just chill. Days turned into months, and months into years, while other artists were working late into the night, pouring their souls onto canvas. Ethan's studio stayed completely empty. His rent was due, his wallet was empty, but man, his mind was still full of excuses. Then one day, his grandfather walked in. He was an old craftsman with rough, hard-working hands. He looked at all those blank canvases, then looked Ethan dead in the eye. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Ethan, talent without hustle is like a car without fuel. It looks beautiful, but it's not taking you nowhere." The old man placed a brand new, beautiful paintbrush and a heavy, rusty iron chain on the table. "Every morning you wake up, you choose one," his grandfather whispered. "The brush builds your future, but that chain of laziness, it just drags you down to a life full of regret." Ethan promised he'd start the very next day, but he didn't. A month later, his grandfather passed away, leaving behind an empty chair. Ethan broke down. He realized his grandfather never got to see his art. And that regret, it felt like he couldn't even breathe. That night, something changed inside him. He looked at that rusty chain and realized he had done this to himself. He looked at the blank canvas, wiped his tears, and literally screamed, "No more tomorrows." The next morning, at 4 a.m., Ethan picked up the brush. It felt heavy, his hands were shaking, and his brain was begging him to go back to bed. But every time he wanted to quit, he pictured his grandfather's face. He painted through the sweat, the pain, and the exhaustion. Success didn't show up overnight, but Ethan showed up every single night. Years later, he was standing in a massive, beautiful gallery in New York, with crowds of people cheering for his art. Right there in the center was his masterpiece. So, look at your own hands right now. What are you holding? The brush of action or the chain of tomorrow? If you don't fight it, laziness will quietly kill your dreams. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Pick up your brush and start painting your life